We would like to move to the panel discussion on the theme delivering certainty through TCS Ion's operations transformation. Here, I would like to introduce and welcome Dr. Manikantan Nagaraj. Mani, as we call him, was an associate professor in Oxford, and Mani has handled delivery for the digital campus product and other solutions as part of the operations transformation. So welcome, Mani, and over to you, Mani.
Thank you, Darshan. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all present for this gathering. And normally, whatever we say, seeing is believing. And knowing a real-time experience of a customer will give you a much more confidence. So what we thought is, before I present and before we deep dive into a workshop, and what are all the areas we are going to transfer and how it is getting transferred and showcase you. Before that, we would like to share some of our customer experience. I here welcome Dr. Sadan Chakravarty, Vice Chancellor of Kazi Nazrul University, who is having an experience of 5 years partnering with us in operational transformation. Sir is going to join us for our panel discussion, and Sir is going to share his experience. Welcome, VC Sir. So the one is from State University angle. We brought Dr. Sadanand Chakravarty Sir, and we want to even bring one person from a deemed university or a private segment. So we thought all of you know very well the MIT is one of the very big group in Maharashtra, and when we have started the journey in 2011, so along with us, Dr. Yogesh from MIT group also started the journey of experiencing a TCS Ion and integrated solution. And I would like to welcome Professor Yogesh Dumbre, who is an ERP head from MIT Group of Institution.
Yeah, thank you, Mani.
Thank you for joining, sir, for both. I would like to start my question with VC sir of KNU. Sir, being a big state university and before getting into an ERP and doing all this work manually, so what are all the challenges you faced, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Mani, for sharing my experience with all the participants in this workshop. I extend my best wishes to all the participants in this workshop. Initially, in the year of 2015 and also in 2016, all the things were managed. Ours is a state university in West Bengal. It's an affiliating university having 20 colleges affiliated to this university. So undergraduate programs are run in the affiliated colleges. Around 40,000 students study in this university at a time. And there are 17, now 22 PG departments on campus. So altogether, 41,000 students study in this university. In 2015-16, everything the university used to manage manually. In 2016, we introduced choice-based grading system, and semester system is a part of it. After 1 year of my joining this university in 2015, looking behind, I saw that the university was in a horrible condition. Holding of examinations, processing of results, publishing of results, everything was lagging behind, much behind. Student unrest was a regular phenomenon. And our university being a new one, there was shortage of staff. So I started thinking of doing something. And I always believe in bigger input and torrential output. And I was thinking of how to do this, how to manage all these things with only 7 or 8 Group C staff in the university, where more than 100 courses were run by the university at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Finally, after my endeavor, I could find out this TCS Ion platform. This TCS Ion application, I found it very useful, and then TCS joined hands with Kazi Nazrul University. Initially, there were 2 teams. One is IDC, Digital Campus Team, and IDE, Digital Examination Team. The first team was supposed to manage admission, registration, enrollment, academic enrollment, filling of examination forms, these things. And the other team was formed to take care of processing of results and publication of results, that is IDE. And there was a very good coordination between these 2 teams. But there was another challenge which I found in the assessment of answer scripts. You can think of the volume of answer scripts of these 40,000 students in a year. And the system was a very old one, like head examiner, and under head examiner there were so many examiners. They would collect answer scripts from the university, and after assessment they would submit to the head examiner. The head examiner would submit the marks to the university. It was a long drawn process. So in 2017, another team was formed by TCS Ion. It is IDM, Digital Marking Team. The idea was that the answer scripts were collected on the day of the examination from the center of examination, and they are scanned, and the e-copy is kept in the system. And the examiners are invited to the university digital lab, where many terminals are provided, where examiners check the answer scripts, put their marks in the system, and the rest of the process, that means processing of result, publication of result, everything is taken care of by the system. So now there is a very good coordination between this IDM, that is Digital Marking Team, and IDE, that is Digital Examination Team. After the answer scripts are assessed, the marks are sent to the team, and the IDE team, based on the data collected from IDC, they process the results. Now the entire thing, that is from the commencement of examinations, we need only 21 days for publication of results after this digital marking application is introduced in the university. The other thing I must mention, admission and registration, which is taken care of by IDC, that is also now hassle-free, which was previously managed manually, and there were so many discrepancies and so many issues which would not be possible to settle or address on time. And so we experienced student unrest many times. Now everything is very smooth. Admission, registration, online, e-form, through e-form is done. Filling of examination form, enrollment, everything is done. And every student is provided with a self-service portal. From the day of registration, each student is provided with a self-service portal, wherefrom they can do all these activities, filling of examination form, enrollment, everything they can do from their depositing fees, they can do it from their self-service portal. And admit card, mark sheet, everything is provided to their self-service portal. So there is no queue in the university or colleges now. So it's a hassle-free process and system, very efficient. And another thing I must say, it is also a transparent system, efficient and transparent. Because you see that digital marking system, it is completely unbiased, because nobody can, nobody have any clue to identify whose answer script is this. So it is completely unbiased, transparent system and efficient system. And the life cycles of students and employees of the university, that is also managed by TCS ION through HRMS. E-leave module has been developed, salary module has been developed, personal files are kept in electronic form. Students e-attendance module is also developed. So at the end of every month, we can have report from TCS ION to know the status of attendance of students and to take measures if attendance is less. And we get customized reports from TCS ION for making many important decisions like publication of result and many other things. And at the top of all these things, I must say that the project managers, program managers, they are so helpful, and they work day and night if needed at times. And I personally feel and see that I have access to all the persons of all the levels, right from project manager till the global head in marketing or delivery. If needed, I can talk to them. So it's a very friendly atmosphere. I would say that taking all these things together, I must say that TCS ION is a very good friend of mine. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mani, you are on mute, Mani. Mani, you are on mute. VC sir, your video is not visible. Not sure what happened to the video. If you can just check in the meanwhile. Yeah, Mani, please go.
Yeah, sure, Darshan. Thank you very much, VC sir. When somebody truly enjoy the technology, automatically the terminology also will be get into their life. So that is what I can see, that some of the internal terminology what we use in TCS ION, like IDE, IDC, IDM, all those things. When VC sir was using it, so it was truly a very good experience. What we have provided, I can understand. And thank you further as well. With this, I would like to bring Mr. Yogesh Dombre. Yogesh Dombre is in MIT as an ERP aide, and his journey started with TCS Ion. Whatever the ERP age of MIT is the age of TCS Ion, and they started a journey from the starting until 2020. They don't want to leave us, and thank you for that support, Mr. Yogesh. And I would like to hear from you that as a private institution deemed university, and when we have started, I think you are an affiliated colleges. Now you become an university. And can you share your journey with us, sir? Sir, you are on mute.
Okay. Thanks, Manikandan, for inviting me for this conference, the TCS Ion ERP implementation. As rightly said by you, we have started our journey in the way back in 2010-11, and at the TCS Ion implementation, yeah, it's a vision of our. Just a moment. Yeah. It's visionary. It was the vision of our Executive President, Professor Dr. Mangesh Karad sir at the MIT Art Design and Technology University. We require the ERP ERP cloud platform for executing all our manual activities on the ERP system. So way back in 2010-11, we don't have any ERP system. We called it as ERP system, though you people are called as TCS Ion, and there are multiple or many solutions under the TCS Ion platform. So we basically called ERP system from starting of my journey in the 2010-11, and we have implemented all the solution in the TCS Ion, right from admission to the placement. We are using all the solution. So that may be the IDC, you're talking about the IDC HRMS solution, procurement inventory solution, payroll, finance accounting. Then you can say different digital survey for the different digital campus. All other solution that is available in the TCS Ion, we are using it. And we are very happy to share. I would like to share the important facts and figure. In the journey of my implementation, we know that initially the product is very good, but the implementation is a real task. It's a tough task for us to implement any product in the education sector. And we observe that since 2011, we are implementing, started with the one college of the Manet and the MIT College of Engineering that is affiliated to the Pune University. Right now, we are a private university, and we have, as a MIT group of institution, we have 3 to 4 university right now. At MIT Art Design and Technology University, we are using ERP exclusively for all the solution. So, sir, already VC sir has explained all the things in depth. So I'd like to share some facts and figures, we can say. So before Ion implementation, all the activities we are doing it manually. We were wasting a lot of time doing the even small calculation like attendance calculation, student attendance calculation. So after implementation, Ion, even after the end of the semester, within 1 minute or 5 minutes, we were able to retrieve the attendance reports. There were lack of coordination between different departments about the data sharing, and the so that has been resolved by the TCS Ion implementation. A lot of human efforts and the hard work involved in doing all the activities that has been reduced by the implementation of the Ion TCS Ion platform. And the last but not least, a standard integration between data, student, employee, and the financial data that is on the one platform, and we have integrated using the TCS Ion platform. So these are the major challenges that we face before implementation. Now that has been resolved, we cannot say it's 100%. Our journey is started, and we are continuing with the TCS Ion to resolve all the queries. And second point I would like to address. So we have integrated all the data on one common ERP platform, and how it helps in our managing the administrative process. There are two things right now everybody must know. During the pandemic situation, due to the COVID-19, we are facing the many institutions or the many university are facing the challenges in the digital learning. And we proud to say we have a exclusive ERP system that can handle all the administrative as well as academic tasks. So now we are in position, we can say everything we can done from work, as just like as work from home, our student can do it from home. There is no hurdle or no, this is hassle-free process we can do. Our student faculties, they can use our platform from anywhere, anytime. So that is another good feature. And we didn't face any difficulty during the pandemic. So as for the administrative challenges, student can execute all the tasks through online and even through the MTop application that they are using on the mobile devices. As well as rightly said by the VC sir, we can generate the standard reports and communicate with all the stakeholder of this platform, that may be the student, faculties, and the management through the ERP report and communication solution. So this is very nice platform which handle all the administrative challenges, and we have implemented even hostel and the transport module in our university. So it has handled our admission process from writing from the e-form to the placement. We have implemented all these things, as well as we can say ION have reduced our effort in managing all the examination, midterm examination, all these tasks very quick and easily managed. Third point, I'd like to share digital learning solution.
Mr. Yogesh, Mr. Yogesh, you just seeing a COVID situation.
Yeah.
COVID, how was your adoption on digital learning? Anyway, we are going to talk about, but I want to just interrupt and ask a question.
Okay.
So digital learning, how it has changed after a COVID or during the COVID, how this TCS iON digital learning solution helped? If you can share that journey, and how this adoption increased from the faculty side as well as from the student side.
Yeah, rightly said. Before the pandemic, only we can say 20 to 25% faculty and the student are using the digital learning platform. Even they are aware of it, but nobody interested in using the digital learning platform, we can say. But after the lockdown was announced, and my executive president called me, Yogesh, how we can do and how we can handle these challenges, very tough challenges. We don't know this pandemic situation will end. There is no never-ending situation. And that time we feel that yes, we have a digital learning platform. I immediately take the meeting with all the management and all the principal and the director of all our, there are 18 colleges under the MIT Art Design and Technology University, Pune. And under the 18 colleges, we have implemented this ERP system with all the solution, right from admission to the placement, as I said. But during the digital learning implementation, student and the faculty, 75% faculty are not aware or not interested before the pandemic. But after the pandemic, once we train them and we share them how to use the digital learning platform, and I proudly say they have adopted this platform very quickly. Even students right now, we have a near about 10,000 students on the board in the university, and they are using the digital learning platform very efficiently. Very efficiently, everybody is on the digital learning platform, and daily we can say 300 to 400 lecture we are taking on the digital learning platform now. This is the current situation. So this is very good experience. Even we can conduct different assignment, assessment, as well as faculties are sharing the notes through the digital learning solution for the student, and they are very efficiently accessed through the WebTop as well as MTop solution. So that's from my side about the digital learning platform. I think you are muted here. Manish.
Thank you, Mr. Yogesh. How our team helped you in adoption process? If you can share the experience, because as you mentioned that implementing in an educational institution is
The big
the
challenge.
tougher area,
Yeah.
and adoption is the biggest criteria for any ERP success. And you have
Right.
successfully implemented, and you are running. It is your 11th year now. And can you share something about this adoption strategy?
Yeah, initially people are, very reluctant because they know this is very, everything we have to digitize and it is very transparent system. Basically, we people, we can say, our mentality is to do the hard work as well as the paperwork. So initially, everybody is, relucting or everybody opposing about implementation. But if you have support of the management, and if your management, is very, our management and our executive president have that vision, they require this kind of ERP system in 2010. So due to his vision and due to his guidance during the continuous journey, we have started the implementation, and we had made the teams of ERP with the good people, as well as TCS support is very good from the implementation. Transformation manager, project manager, and the program manager, they are really, as explained by, they are continuously available on the call, on the mail, and they are supporting us. That is not any question. So implementation, though it is challenge, we have accepted it, and we have successfully implemented across our university in the 18 colleges. So that is my words from my side.
Thank you, Yogesh. We, sir, being a state university, and under you nearly around 40 colleges are there, and training those faculties and making them to use this kind of a technology, and till today you are using and suddenly changing everything to online, or how difficult it was, or how our people helped you, or how your people started coping up, becoming an online person.
Yes, it was really a big challenge, because most difficult to know. So it was really a big challenge for me. And since our university is a state-aided university, it's not a private university. So people have many opinions and divergences that they're from many chemically, and in many other ways there are divergences. So it was a big challenge for me. What I did many the colleges started discussing things, what would be our benefits, how the problems will get resolved to this platform. So after a long dialogue with them, people slowly started realizing that this might be a good thing for the university and the colleges, because they are experiencing so many hassles in the manual system. And I really got support from the government, state government, because they funded, this was granted as a pilot project in the state. So there is support from the government, and it is also desired by the UGC. So both due to this instruction from UGC and also support from the state government, and on the top of everything, the teamwork of our university and TCS team, together we worked. We held so many meetings, both in Kolkata, in Asansol, online, offline, blended mode. We did so many meetings to resolve issues which we faced at different times. So this dialogue, I think, and support from all corners helped me to implement this platform. And now there are some problems still in the colleges because their ICT cell is not much developed, but I am constantly with them to support them in all respects so that they can develop their ICT cells properly, and they can develop their ICT cell properly in keeping conformity with, keeping concordance with the university ICT cell, things will be much better. So this kind of cooperation, coordination among the principals, the heads of the departments, UGC, and support from and the team, in KNU team and TCS-IN team together, we always say that it is our joint project. TCS is not different from KNU, TCS. So this mindset, this practice from these 4-5 years have made this venture possible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, VC sir, and thank you, Mr. Yogesh. With this, Darshan, do we have any question from the audience?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, Mani, we can open up for questions. So, requesting attendees to post any questions if they have to the panelist on the chat window or on the Q&A window. So, Mani, while we wait for any questions, if you have any other questions to the panelist, please do ask, Mani.
Mr. Yogesh, the question to you is, you have started a journey with an affiliated, colleges, and today you become a private university. And when you started with an affiliated college, and when it is becoming a university, and all the process will change.
Exactly.
How the ION is able to cater when you are an affiliated college also, when you are become a university also. Can you just throw some light on?
Yeah, exactly. I think universities for taking the examination and all, but there's not much difference between the affiliated and the private university. Yes, of course, the administration and the examination are, only management is different, but see, we have a good solution. So there were no lot of changes that happened between this transformation. Yes, a little bit changes and little bit authority were changed during this transformation, but we have a good team of ERP, as well as we have trained all the people right from peon to principal, we can say. They have adopted this platform. So that will be the easy transformation for us using this platform. Otherwise it will be the difficult for us during for the manual transformation from one university to another. But using the platform, everything is in place, everything is in the standardized format, and that is in the digital format. So using this platform, we have easily and smoothly transferred from affiliated university to the private university.
Thank you, Yogesh. This is to VC sir and as well as Yogesh. I'm getting a question from the audience. Dr. Usha Pathak, to all the panelists, how can we take a help of our online teaching learning process at higher education level, higher education university, how we can improve on online teaching process, how we can improve the experience of online teaching learning process. Yes, sir. VC sir, you would like to answer?
Yeah.
After they must have a better experience than me.
Okay. Okay. In the digital learning platform you're
Say
talking
that
about.
one thing which I did in my university, I trained up the teachers first how to teach online. I for getting them trained, external experts, how to teach online. The method of teaching online is very different from the method of teaching in classroom. Unless the teachers are trained properly, the process won't be a successful online teaching and learning process.
Exactly.
And it's their knowledge of using technology, and the I mean mobile or laptop or desktop is to be used. So these things are to be available. So making these things available is one challenge. Getting equipped with the system, that is another, and training of teachers, which is the most important thing. If these three things can be done, then I think it will be a successful one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, next question to VC sir, to you. Being a government college, Subhash Chandra to VC sir, being a government college, we would like to go for such a transformation. But what is the process? Whom should we approach? How, where to start and where to end? Because I cannot, as an affiliated college, I cannot invest on this. And how to do this kind of a transformation? So one of the government college professor is asking this question to you, sir.
Since it's a college, it is to be done through the university, because both preparing curriculum, processing results, everything is done by the university to which the college is affiliated. It must be affiliated to some university, I think.
Yes,
so
sir.
that university is to be approached first. If the university is willing to do this, if the university comes forward, then things will be easy.
No, if I'm a self institution, I'm an affiliated institution only, but I want to do my just an automatic or ERP blended thing. I want to implement a blended teaching learning and online teaching learning. Is that possible through a director or an higher education principal secretary we can approach?
Making an arrangement of online teaching or teaching learning process in blended mode, that can be done taking help from reputed organizations like TCS, but part, I mean investment part, you know better than me whom to approach. It may be the government, it may be some other agencies. So I can't say anything about the financial part, but as an independent college, you can of course approach the principal secretary of the government for implementing it, because state help is also very much needed.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And regarding an online teaching, how to make it interesting, in the following workshop, we have lots of tips and how we created and what we have done. We are going to share in detail, sir. Any more question, Darshan? You got it in the other window?
Mani, I don't think there are any more questions. So I think we should move to the deep dive presentation.
Sure. Thank you, VC sir, and thank you, Mr. Yogesh, for joining us and answering all the questions and sharing your experience. Really, it is wonderful to hear from you, being a customer and sharing your experience. Thank you very much, sir, and with your busy schedule.
Thank you too. I have enjoyed a lot. Thank you.
Sir. Yeah, thanks from my side and for inviting us for this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yogesh. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.